I hope my
Should say 92%. Hey Meta, figure this out, Meta. Let me know my audio's back, y'all. Sorry, I did the dip set. This is gonna be a part two. I'm gonna stay another like 15 minutes. I hope my voice is working. I hope everything good. YouTube, I know, I know what I be saying, man. Nothing happens by coincidence. But I appreciate Bully, Nene, Darius, Christy, White. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was in the building, man. Talk to me. My voice back. Welcome back. You know I never dipset y'all. You know I will never dipset y'all without coming back and finishing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say peace. That's how we end. Random. Yo, Mello. Shout out to LaMelo Ball. If anybody could share this to LaMelo, Mello. I know you guys, the pressures of, you know what I'm saying, winning all them games, just come back. Let's collectively come back. I know there's a lot of pressures for, that rookie to beat the record and become rookie of the year. So we're going to figure shit out. You know what I mean? Let me know. Let me know. Whoever's in the building, let me know if you hear my voice, please. I have my Uncle Zay. Darius, you hear me? Are we back? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. What up, Black T? Yo, Black, you hear me? Everybody hear me? Am I back? Am I good? Is the sound back? Audio. Just give me the. Oh, you gave me the thumbs up. That's what that meant, right? All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, all right. Yo, Darius, that's not bugged out. YouTube, what they doing? Look at my hair, y'all. Formulations 44, you heard? Still thickery with the fickeries. Yeah, audio straight. What up, Black? It's my Jeezy right there, you heard? Get the bell ringing. Fuck them cigarettes. Don't smoke, y'all. What up, y'all? What up, Black? What up, Darius? I appreciate you guys for real. Hold that heart, man. Let everybody come through, man. Your Black Tea, one of them ones, Darius. You heard? Yo, I tell you this, man. I got a cool ass family, man. I got a cool ass like joint I'm working on. So I appreciate everybody. Look at them joints. You heard? Both of them shits different. That's not me. You heard? And I've been on this, so the shit kind of go with it. Nah, look. You see the same blue with the yellow. Ah, ah. Take this to the Rizzle. What up? Uh, this is what I want people to do. Let's get back to reading books, man. Let's get back to these days. You heard? But yeah, man. Random. There's a lot I was talking about. I kind of want to steer off. Start talking about Odyssey, one of my movies. I hope they drop it soon. I hope War don't stop them from releasing Grand Theft Auto 6. They should have been released it. You see, Rockstar. But yeah, man. Shout out to Dipset. Yo, funniest shit, random. Uh, let's rap about it. Jim Jones, Fabulous, Dave East, and Mano. So they discussing Dave East got into some shit where a female is accusing him of taking 30 racks, right? So they're all talking about it, laughing, bugging out, and Fabulous is like, yeah, I know I know you took it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, it's funny as hell to me. I was dying laughing. When I get some free time, I've been waiting to get back on some books. That's a great one, Black Tea. You know what I mean? And I want you to understand, y'all, like a lot of movies don't put everything, right? So the book, if you got that imagination still, yo, a teacher said something that was wild, man. She said a lot of kids don't got that imagination shit no more like we used to. I used to have like, you get a new refrigerator, a new stove, that big old box. I used to crawl in it. That shit was like a fighter pilot, nigga. My imagination was on flee, nigga. I go in that box. It was like I was in Dubai, nigga, before Dubai was made. You know what I'm saying? You be in a bathtub with just your G.I. Joe and formulating all type of imagination, imaginary thoughts that actually like almost manifested, like, you know what I mean, like. But kids, y'all need imagination, man, and reading books is the best way to do it, because when you're reading words, you kind of want to picture what you're reading, and that's like, it's a good way, you know what I mean. But yeah, Black T is one of the ones, man. He's doing great. I hope he is. You know what I mean? That's another thing. I really do hope a lot of my peoples is doing good, man. Because like I said, with these gas prices, with the cars being 700 grand and the cribs, and I never seen a day where you have like look, if they said you was working, I know people that wasn't working that had apartments in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Nice apartments, $200-300. Now you got motherfuckers living in a car. Now I see why people are buying the Kia truck and all type of niggas is living in a car now. That's not even cool. And they working though. Usually you had to be a drug addict or just didn't give a fuck. Now you could just you giving 150% and still in that. Yo, America, Trump, what happened? What happened to the two bands? What happened to all this nonsense? You better start filling up people's accounts, all this tariff nonsense. We didn't even want that. Y'all did that. Ooh, 48 laws of power, y'all. Get up in that, man. And let me tell you, this is why I be trying to tell people, always absorb, right? So let's say you chilling with somebody and he's speaking something you may not like. Absorb that though. Absorb all information. And let's talk about that Ethiopian Bible. Random. Yo, supposedly that's the numero uno. Supposedly them Ethiopians know where the Ark of the Covenant is. That group of that culture, they verbalize their a lot of their history. So that shit is passed down through verbiage, centuries, millennial. I love it. I'm so fascinated. Like even with Australia, they got the indigenous people there that know some shit, right? Remember, once again I say remember, but the world lands used to all be together. You could literally walk from it took fucking months, years, but you could do it. Then the ice age, the ice, ice and water is what that pressure, earthquakes, started pushing, and then the water just push these lands apart. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be looking at the ball, and then you be like, "Yo, this country look like it go right here." Like, yep, everything was one big massive land, man. I know, right? And it's like I like the way you use the wording, curious to what the hype is, because like on a human perspective, on a human opinion, what you think could be lit to me could just be you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you said it like that, like to see what's going on here, why everybody jumping over, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this literature is about, man. But shout out to you, man, just trying to see outside. And what up, Kylie? How you doing, Kylie? I appreciate you for rocking. Sub to me, I'm a sub to you. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You already know how we give it up. But man, that fucking that's one of them books, man. I'm a Viking guy, right? So I love Viking lore. And it's funny because Vikings are one of a mystery because they don't have too much. They know that there was a real people, but they don't somehow Viking weapons and certain and they be finding them joints all over the world though. So Vikings really they moved, man. I love historians because they go, the Vikings built one of the illest boats because they were meant for speed and ramming. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So they knew how to get across that water. You know what I mean? That's why you got Leif Erikson all the way in Canada, America. You know what I'm saying? You got if you saw the Viking show, they got it up in Europe, England. They merged. You know what I'm saying? You see, what up, Nene? But Vikings, there's something I love Viking lore. Like just the brute and yo, they treated their wives. Let me tell you, mwah, my nigga. They come back from a long trip. Hoof, hoof. The first thing they do, baby, look what I caught. Yeah, I pillaged. Yeah, I wilded out. But yo, girl, I thought about you the whole boat ride over. You heard? This is holeless. Give her a nice little chain. You heard? And yo, she infatuated with the man. You know what I mean? Like, and let's not talk about the passion. Let me stop. Some people just start hating on things that they don't know you or understand because they don't get it. That's a fact. This society needs to get out of that movement because you could miss out on something decent. Yo, everybody, that's a t-shirt right there. You heard? That's a t-shirt, man. That is, and in back of the t-shirt is that whole little joint, and in front is, we'll hit them with one word. You know what I mean? FOMO. People, people got a fear of missing out when it comes to like a Drake concert or a fucking NBA YoungBoy. But yo, there's a lot of joints that are happening. A lot of great discoveries happening in the last 5-10 years. So that's another cool thing. I appreciate you, Darius, for real, for real. But yeah, man, the Vikings and Egyptians, I love. And yo, Egyptians, you want to see how they like history repeats itself, meaning like the African American, you guys used to like do blues and jazz and all this cool shit. Elvis took all the moves. Yo, they stole so much culture. You know what I'm saying? I think a black person created peanut butter, the AC, like all cool inventions, but you wouldn't know because they, I don't want to say just the white man, but there's a certain culture that just really don't want anything to be anything other but them. You know what I'm saying? But if you do your history, if you go into them books, you figure out, yo, shit was wild, man. Like peep this, random Vikings, right? They would enslave people, they would bring them back, right? But they were actually like indentured servants, let them work off their slavery. And after a while, yo, you free. Go grab that land. But a lot of times what happened is they would stay. They merged with the fight. Like, fuck that. I'm staying here, man. Y'all niggas got the battle axes. You love the wolf gang. You know what I'm saying? They all had the Jordan 5 wolves. Vikings was lit. You know what I mean? But then if you go to the Egyptians, the Greek, the Romans, they were just taking a source, man. Cleopatra, man. Shorty was dark skinned, man. They try to make her a white lady and shit. Like, I know his story is his story, or usually it's the winners. But when you dig deeper, you figure out a lot of other joints, man. Like that don't match, right? Like what's going on here? But Egyptians, man, Atlantis, they were ahead of their time. Yo, they got I think Plato, Socrates, right? He used to write in his journals, right? Yo, I went to Egypt because a lot of them used to travel to Egypt. I think it was going down because Egypt was in Africa, right? So they would travel all the way to Egypt. And remember, you got the Fertile Crescent, which was this premier area where they sold spices and various things that they got from China all over the, you know what I'm saying? So you had this Fertile Crescent, which was huge with docking and boats and boom, boom. And then you come, I think Atlantis was around there, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Egypt. And then think about Egypt, those columns, those monoliths, the fucking Sphinx before they destroyed the face, um, the pyramids in its glory, not stricken from they. It used to look like glass. It was almost like they knew energy, like they knew the sun could harness. They had light, yo. Egyptian culture was just they found batteries. They found yo the pyramids are like like fucking engines and shit. Like I love it. You know what I mean? I'm so fascinated with it. It ain't just this generation. I know someone who is just pushing 70 right now and argue down while being wrong and physically try to fight because they swear they're so right. That's another thing, man. It's like, yo, have your open opinion and also remember you can't be wrong. If you so right, why the fuck your life be headed like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be like, yo, if you so fucking right, why? Like me, I don't know it all, and I know that part. There's a lot my wife be just putting me on to. You heard? Like, so I always had that ear to open, to listen, absorb. You know what I mean? Because somebody got something to tell, somebody got something to say, and somebody got something to give. And it don't have to be a physical, tangible thing. It could be information. That's how it used to be back then. That's why they used to shut their lips. You know, only the priest and the king knew certain things, right? I know, I know. The Vatican is another place. If shit hit the fan, I would love to see what's in their basements. They probably got creatures. It's not about which generation you come from. Age is ignorance. Yes. And yo, they love, you know how all my joints with up Darius, hold that too. They lie about everything. The giants built the pyramids, but they say there was no such thing. The Bible tells a story. And how they wasn't they was dinosaurs that, remember, they say that the oxygen was so pure that your structure, like you were big men. Like niggas, giants, bro, for real. 14, 15, 16 feet. Cyclops was real. All that shit, I believe, man. Yo, back then, they was not wasting ink. They was not wasting papyrus. They was not wasting books, meaning they wasn't a fiction owl. Understand? Everything was non-fiction. Everything was and they try to say it in story form after a while. Before it was very to the punch, right? Then they started doing, yo, let's just stories, you know what I mean? Like pa 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 pi, and it all taught lessons for the humans, right? It was like, yo, do this, you do that, you do wrong, da da da, pa pa pi, pa da pa, and somewhere down the line we got the money took over. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say root of all evils, that dollar bill, man. That's a fact, man. Older goofies that swear to God that they have the answer and will brainwash you if you're not ready for it. You understand? Like that's, and I like and I love the fact that my peoples right now, we have this similar joint about us that we don't fall for the okey doke. You know, you fall for what's that? You fall for something, you fall for everything. What's that joint, right? Like if you don't stand for nothing, you fall like what? Yo, and that's another thing I love. I believed in all those sayings, the good die young and this, that. All them shits used to hit because that's been happening for centuries, man. But random giants was around, man. When Christopher Columbus and a bunch of them Spaniards landed in America, they saw some giant ass American Indians, man. All those joints, the Mayans, all those joints in South America, them shits is fucking crazy. And then I love how they go like this. Look at all these mountains that are really purified giants, animals, etc. Yes, hardened, like they sleeping. A lot of the mountains, the shits look like faces, look like people. What the fuck is going on, man? There was no mountains before. It used to just be land, man. Mountains are created via earthquakes, pushing land mass, or like Nene said, worry about the physical and tangible and what they have. You done it. That's a fact. What you done? Yo. Let me see your masters. Let me see all this. Yo, son, it's not about that, man. It's about experience and how much you could gauge, how much information you could capture without, and also weeding out the fallacious, right? Also with not taking all that in and understanding, yo, that shit don't sound right, right? Sometimes you can say that to yourself. It don't sound right. But how all these museums used to have, I remember when I was younger, bro, they used to have this fake newspaper that used to have giants and all this shit. And they always used to say the Smithsonian, whatever that the fucking museum is, they used to have a bunch of giant bones and shit. You know what I mean? That's a fact. And that's the thing too. I went to a Catholic high school and the brainwashing was like, but because I went later, you know, they can't like, yo, a priest said this. Check this out. A priest said, if I have your son at 5, 6, I have him for the rest of his life. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means information wise, brainwashing wise, if I have your kid young, That's why usually when you're 20 somethings, you start breaking out of whatever religion or whatever thing you were taught because you start having your own, right? Your own mind. You start, what's going on here? I don't think pa pa pi pa 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 da. You know what I mean? But you have to awaken that frontal lobe. That's a thing. I think they figured out how to keep that frontal lobe closed. Why you think we got older kids? We got niggas in their 30s going to fucking Disney World like like 5. And I understand nostalgia, live that, you know what I'm saying? But yo, you got people going, yo, they said some people moved to Florida so they could be closer, and then when a lot of people don't understand this. If you from a state, they usually give you a discount because you're from, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of folk, they just be, I don't know what's going on, man. Why people chase these weird desires. Going to put, yup. Damn, I'm sorry your school had no flavor in it. That's a fact. Me too, man. I was the only sazon, you heard? I was the adobo. I was the adobo. Now we had some, black. Because, yo, what happened was a lot of parents were sending their bad kids to this Bishop Ford High School, and it's almost like jail. You send somebody to jail and you think that you're going to reform them, but the nigga come out learning more because there's more people that are doing dirt. You know what I'm saying? But yo, like I said, we already discussed that, Nene, how hard it must have been for you to grow up with you, and at a time where people don't understand that shit really meant something. Like, oh, your pops are like, yo, that shit was crazy, man. It was crazy, and he probably had hours he wasn't home, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I hate the, you know, pride. You know what I'm saying? We talk. I know how difficult it was. Let's just say. But yeah, man, a lot of parents all thought the same. Wasn't that weird? They all was like this weird discipline. You know what I'm saying? It was this weird way of bringing up kids. It was all the same though. It was like if they were bad, you spanked them. If they were good, you rewarded them. You know what I mean? To the point where when you go into the workforce, you're not getting that reinforcement of reward anymore. You could complete something in 2 days faster than the boss gave you, and he wouldn't even give you a lick of fucking satisfaction, like gratification, or just like saying good job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everybody needs it, but once in a while, nigga, tell me I did good, man. See, and that's another thing. I learned whenever females or some boys are stricken, and it doesn't mean like, yo, let them do drugs, young, but it means like if you try to pin them in this box, right? Because remember, Nene, I know you know, but their discipline was very harsh. Stand in the corner, like all type of crazy shit, right? Wasting time shit. And then when you finally get to get out, you're like, holy shit, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. Boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Yo, you know how true this is? So the Amish, they got this shit where when they turn 16, 17 or 17, 18, they allow them to go into the world. And a lot of times Vegas is like the next 10, whatever, right? So they go into this world where, mind you, they were living very boxed in. So now it's like everything at once. And they actually let them either go Americano or come back. And a lot of them come back. You heard? Oh shit, let me see. Yeah, yeah, that is kind of, you know what I mean? Because it's like you think you're doing good by boxing them in, but in fact you're not letting them breathe. It's like, right, it's like a suffocation. Ah, well, I hope everything's great now, you know what I mean? And I'm glad you did it your way, right? Sometimes look, a human being can regret everything, right? Or you could justify everything. So we're very witty in that, or sneaky hamster in that flavor. But yeah, man, it's like I'm glad sometimes, like, just to say 44, right? Like, just to be like, I survived this thing we call life, because holy shit does it claim so many lives, man. it takes you by the foot and then just drags you down, man. I've seen so many people, and then that's why I'm a firm believer that alcohol should be like we got to figure out that alcohol thing, man, because alcohol is bad. Like that Jekyll and Hyde thing, like yo, boom, boom, like whoa. But there's a lot going on in this earth. I'm glad we had dialogue. I'm happy we get to interact and do us. You know what I'm saying? I know, I know. I met a lot of females, a lot of, that they pops was so heavy that they ended up being so free, right? Like, and sometimes it works in their favor, sometimes it don't. Like, and I'm not saying then that you was one of them. I mean, free, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like without the brainium, you know what I'm saying? Some of them just go and wherever they at, you know what I'm saying? So ladies, be careful, man. A lot of men don't have like that good, you know what I'm saying? That good like mean well, right? A lot of folk are just I don't know. I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know why everybody and I understand the brainwashing how like we're all similar in that way. Like a lot of us are at the tail end of that, straw that broke the camel's back. Like a lot of us like is that one more honk that's gonna boop, boop, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm afraid of. Is a lot of Americans are at that. Yo, shout out. I didn't you yo, you know how I treat you, Ned. I didn't want to ask, but I'm so happy you know what I'm saying, alive, man. Cause yo, 76, man. When you think about that, yo, the dude from Friends, my man, Dawson's Creek nigga died young. All these Hulk Hogan was 71, and the nigga had paper to stay. You know what I'm saying? That's what scares me. Is some of these motherfuckers got paper to stay alive, and they still die. So that just, you know what I'm saying? It's a scary thing, man. And another thing I think I'm gonna have to start like preaching is watch your chest, man. Make sure you around somebody that at least knows how to resuscitate or call that number very quickly, man. Because I'm seeing videos of a lady at working out, lifting little weights, and just like that's it, like boom. And a lot of times it's like a double joint. You hit your head, boom, and then but it's like yo, they are doing something with this fool. Like let me tell you, when I was younger, yo, my mom's everything was Gucci, right? As soon as I get older, I'm noticing stomach issues, right? Like, how come? Why acid reflux? Yo, I used to see my dad. He used to like Alka Seltzer. It was these little things you put in water and it bubbles up. I always remember that because of the bubbling. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hulk Hogan was a jerky jerk. I already got you, Black. He was cool with me, but very strict on my older siblings. Damn, man. You had brothers and sisters, or just brothers, or all sisters? You had a big family, right, Nene? But shout out to you, mommy. You know what I mean? Just talk to me. I'm still reading. You know what I mean? And I got you, Black. I'm dying inside. You hurt? But yeah, man, it's a bugged out. It's bugged out, man. It's really bugged out. Johnny Cochran in the shout out to Johnny. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican, pa. What up, crew? I think I remember you. Yo, what up, the villain? The villain? My bad, my bad. That's crazy, Nene. I'm happy though. I'm happy. You know what I mean? And it's wild because people be like, oh, that, yo, even with that, it's still, you know what I'm saying? You still got to maneuver wisely. You understand me? Like, a lot of people think that shit is easy. Like, money, yo, Biggie said it best, man. More money, more problems, man. And not for all of us, but just the way the world, you know? Yeah, Darius. What up, crew? What up, everybody? I appreciate you guys. Like I said, thank you for rocking with the kid, man. Like and sub, share. Let's get this popping so I could be popping. You know what I mean? But yeah, look at the big gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. Shit, more salt and pepper over here. Thank you. Thank you, the villain. I appreciate you, 561. I appreciate you for real, for real. Yeah, man, I try to always do positive, right? Even when I shut this off, I'm handing dollars out to homeless. Yo, you got an extra cig? I'm trying to, try my not my hardest, but I just try to be a human, right? Like, yo, just understand other people's lives is not as, hunky dory sometimes, and being from the bottom, the bottom, and the bottom is not fun. And I know people underneath the bottom, like America made the bottom and then they made a new level underneath the bottom. So whew, I don't ever want to go there. Crazy how my mom tried helping them take my dad down, but before it happened, he bought her a house. With the hell, see, and that's another thing. How you could share time with somebody and then covertly try to harm them, man. I don't get it. Ooh, what was that reference? Was it the reference about Hulk or something? What's your zodiac? Very curious. Oh, March 5, man. I'm a fish. I like the flow, you heard? Water's my John. Yeah, Nicholas. Let's get strong with the team, Nicholas. I appreciate you, pa. Sub to me, I'm a sub to you. That's how that slogan go. I appreciate you. We outside, inside, everywhere. Peep my shorts, peep how I move, and peep how I talk, man. There's a passion about me that I want you guys to reflect on. Like, yo, this man really cared. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm going in. So I'm going in. I'm going in. Okay, I got you, Black. That's another thing. I love the fact that I'm able to still, you know, understand, right? Thank you, Nene. More blessings to everyone and their families. Happy 2026. I wish you guys the best. If your circle or your square, whatever energy is not right, change it. And hopefully positivity starts raining in. It takes a while, discipline, hard dedication, but I promise you, everything comes, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. A lot of kids in their 20s or in their teens are so hard on themselves, not understanding that that's really life, man. We all live through them times, man, trying to figure out yourself at the same time, figure out where you fit in this world, right? That's another thing that hurts. Is like, where do I fit? Where do I land? Who am I? And a lot of folk think that by 20 something, you everybody has it figured out. That's a no-no. It takes time, man. They used to say your 20s were your lost years. And you don't want to know why? Because you're doing college or not, or you're traveling. A lot of times, parents used to let their kids travel the world in their 20s, rich people, because they wanted them to absorb and get experience from the ground. You know what I mean? Not from books. I got you. I know Drake B. He got his joints. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I never liked the wishy washy, meaning like 1 minute he's like, "Yo, man, I could talk like this, and my name is Drake, man," and then the other times, "Hey, what's up? My name is Drake. What's up? How y'all doing, man?" Like it's like, nigga, who are you, nigga? How many personalities is in that brainium, nigga? Can't even shake the nigga hand. Yo, what's up, Bumba Clap Man? Yo. How you doing? I'm a Jewish dude. Like, nigga, what's going on here? That's a fact, Darius. But yeah, man, like it's wild, man. I came on here just to talk about the gas prices because fundamentally I don't like that like an organization or a group or a conglomerate or whoever owns anything can just change their price. I thought we had laws that stipend that or like had it a hashtag, meaning you could only go 50 cents up. These niggas are doing $3, $4. Like they like I it never was like this. I don't know why laws are changing so things could slide and maneuver the way they maneuvering. Your Drake is black. I like that, Nene. But yeah, man, he is. That's one of the best plans, Nene. Yo, everybody look at Nene's. That's what it is, man. Is school is stacking that. See, that's another thing, is just stacking, y'all. When you're young, your beautiful 20s, 30s, what I did somewhat, but whatever. Look, I tried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best. I have my faults. I'm not perfect. Um, and I'm just grateful to be in the spot I'm in with my wife right now. You know what I mean? I'm so fucking happy. But what it is stacking your bread is the right move, because a lot of folk that FOMO, oh, I'm missing out on the whip or this or the concert, is like, yo, first of all, you know what I said, something about yesterday is today's tomorrow, right? Like something weird like that. Like, because we always think, yo, I gotta pa 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 pa, and then what up, Mike? How you doing, pa? Drake Black, but he ain't from the community. Yo, shout out to Mike, man. Sub to me, bro. I appreciate you. What up, Tom Hawk? Give your life to Jesus from the sun. That's a factory, man. What the fuck? Retirement 76 now. That shit was 67. My mother was just about to retire. I don't like this, man. And then by the time we get older, she's gonna be 900. And that's another thing. Living longer is like, I don't understand. I thought they said it was a good thing. I don't know, man. It's fucking spooky, nene. Like, you think you're at the finish line, but you're not. And then you think you're gonna get some paper, but you're not. Like, I remember mom showing me some joint was like, if she worked like another 5 or 10 more years, she would get this amount. And she's like, I might have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the other amount is livable, but it's like, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. They don't allow you to stack your bread for middle class folk no more. Like, they don't allow it. Mike, that another t-shirt, y'all. That's a great t-shirt. I appreciate that one, Mike, because that's what it is, man. They might as well just say that. They might as well, yo, you know what the America should do? You know what? Boom, just let everybody rent whatever car rent, because you never, like, that man is right. You never gonna own nothing, man. And you're gonna chase your tail to the fucking ground if you don't got paper already, right? Like, it's one of them. And then it initiates this thing in humanity where, like, say you older and you're like, yo, I got to get to this paper, but a lot of maneuverings to get it, it becomes more on the criminal side, right? Like, it becomes scammy, it becomes a Ponzi scammy. Like, that's a fact, Nene. That's why I need people like you in my room, you know what I mean, to show, like, the productivity of keeping up with whatever dream you had, your limousine business, whatever you needed to push forward. And maybe the parties you missed, maybe the events, the whatever people said were good times that you felt like you missed, even funeral, like, you miss things when you working, right? But the greater outcome is when you hit that 50 and you got them, you got money to maneuver in your bank where you could buy a house and be free about it. You understand me? So shout out to you. You know what I mean? A lot of folk don't like to give them flowers because I don't understand that. We gotta be better to each other. We gotta thank the people that did it the right way and can tell people that are doing it the wrong way how to go about it. You understand me? And it ain't over. People think time is like, yo, it ain't over. Even if you're in your 40s, if you're in 30s, and your 20s, even better. And if you're teens, even better. It's not over. I promise you guys. And yes, it's looking wild outside. Just continue pushing it on your little path. The distractions are gonna be there. Yup. That 9 to 5 is a big scam, man. That 9 to 5, man. You go in, like, why don't they change it to 7 to 3, right? You go in at 9, you do your due diligence to 5. The day is over. You're tired because the hours are different. They're longer. You're going through the afternoon and evening now. It plays with your brain. You know what I'm saying? Super duper unemployment. And then, like, yo, work harder. Work harder. How? They're not. They want me to go through Indeed. They want me to go through 72 applications and 15 fucking interviews just to get a job at In and Out. What is going on here? Yeah, and that's another thing, yo. Motherfuckers be handing out turkeys like, yeah, but you just sold fucking 30 bundles. You know what I'm saying? You killed 30, whatever. Like, it's fucking wild, man. I know, Mike. It always be like that. It always be like that. If I was talking with my butt like Jim Carrey, my shit'd be 3,000 p. Like, like it's not over, Black. I'm telling you, man. And they purposely making you. And Mike, I got you, man. They making y'all feel like it though. They doing a real good effort on fucking with time, fucking with the alignment of shit, making you think that everywhere you go is the wrong decision. Is like, no, like I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in none of that, man. They purposely setting up traps, and a lot of humans we fall for them, man. It's not our fault. They go try to be capitalistic, try to get your money, and then you got somebody charging 5,200 for rent. It's like, but then he got to pay his taxes. It's like, yo, they raise taxes and then wonder why the rent's going up. Stop fucking with people with the land. Let them own their land already. Let them own that house. All these fucking corporations buying out all these lots, and then they'll destroy housing and then put a fucking Walmart or just a parking lot. How many parking lots do we need? And then they have laws where you can't even use the parking lot though. Like, let's say you park your car there and walk to your crib. Nope, that's a ticket. They're gonna tow your car. Like, what? It's a parking lot. This shit don't make no sense, man. And they doing the laws, they doing all this bullshit, and we can't say nothing. When you do say something, they put a hole in you, or they say you crazy, or they demonetize your page, or they fuck with your pockets. First they go pockets, man. Then they fuck with your family. Then they fuck with your well-being. A lot of folk be going through these weird ass fucking strange situations, and they're like, "Yo, I'm just trying to preach the word. Why is this shit happening now?" Hmm. Data is everything. If I know you guys use gasoline in March or April a lot, guess what? I'm gonna raise the prices in April. If I know data, if I know you guys don't use too much toothpaste at this time, but why you think there's certain products that don't even uh inflate as much because it's not people don't buy them as much. Water's up, like everything that we like a lot. Ketchup, syrup, all them shits through the roof. Cornflake. The fuck cornflakes $6, $7 for? Milk, everything. But let there be a juice that nobody like. That shit is 199, nigga. Out of here. Watch. And watch when people start buying. I started buying moon pies. I can't even find moon pies no more. Shout out to my moon pie eaters. The banana ones, you heard? The banana with the cream. Ah, nigga, what up? What up, my niggas? I love all of y'all, you heard? That's the difference, man. I really care. I want us to grow. You know what I'm saying? Information rules all, man. Rules, man. With an iron fist. And money too. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm an East Coast dude. Moon pies, yeah, yeah, yo. They took them, yo. Whoever was making moon pies, they tie that nigga up and got him out of here, man. I remember I went to Winko's, whatever it's called. It's a California joint. I go in there, moon pies. Oh shit. Shit was like 199, nigga, for the box. Shit, 2, 4, 6, 8, nigga. 8 on them. All right. Yo, I bought it 3 more times. On guard, the shits is not even there now. And then they got some in Walgreens, but they these little nasty ones. I'm like, yo, I wish you donated that much. I will kiss you in the face, nigga. And let me stop. I don't even put my Cash App though. But that is funny. Only the banana ones, baby. And the chocolate ones is there, right? They love chocolate. I wonder, remember they used to be like, chocolate does this, it's a passion thing. Imagine 10 years, they documentary, chocolate causes cancer. Like, what? I knew it, nigga. I knew it. That's why chocolate is everywhere. Yo, Mike, you one of them ones, Mike. That's funny as hell. Yo, random. I did Mardi Gras, you know what I'm saying? I went to New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? And it's a fun place, man. You go down this street called Bourbon Street, and it got a lot of old school jazz places, a lot of prostitution too. I didn't think it was like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just this long block that has a lot of cool, you know what I mean, festivities going on. That's a fact. I can't do it, Black T. I can't, man. Emotional damage. Remember that Asian dude? Emotional damage, whatever he says. But yo, man, like he just Black just said it exactly like, you know what I mean? Like you can't be and you can't be flimsy, man. Stand on whatever you saying, stand on it, man. Even if it's wrong. That's another thing. Yo, my basketball team loses. I'm not gonna, like motherfuckers that get the Curry jersey. Like I seen mad Curry jerseys out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, yeah, nobody like Golden State when Tim Hardaway played for them. Stop it. Ooh, thank you for that one, Mike. I appreciate you. I'm scared to go there. I read too many stories about New Orleans. Yo, you know why I went there too? For the voodoo and the spiritual aspect. I know there's a lot of slaves, a lot of stuff happened in New Orleans. So the energy is different, And I went after Katrina, like a few joints, like months, I think. And you drove by the stadium and you seen people literally, like, staying at the stadium. Grandma Giz, yeah, Black. You already know, man. That was a great little segment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wish they made like certain joints into like a own cartoon. Yo, I see so many videos. Niggas is smashing their TV, wilding, breaking. Like, what is you doing? Like, and then the gambling epidemic is woo. The fact that they gave them the fact like that they could sports bet on anything. What color thong this nigga wearing? What his cleats? Is he gonna catch two, drop two? You're like every little thing now you could bet on. The flip, the coin flip. Like it's crazy. I know, man. And that's what I don't like is like that gambling epidemic is only here because of hope and people always trying to flip something, right? So they like, I got this last 500, but I want to turn it into 20. I need 20 to like, right, to pay these bills. And so they throw that five, but not knowing that that five is gone now. Now you even crazier. You can't watch a game without three different betting apps flying through the joint, Mike. Flying all through your advertisement. You over here trying to watch a game and you got DraftKings, this one, that one, bang, bang, bang. And let me not even say it because these that's another thing. These companies are so powerful that they could just get rid of you, man. Is wild. All the streamers that said no to like promoting, a gambling thing, they subs went down. It's just strange how you gotta, really buy into this game and lick boots and do this. And sometimes you be like, how come this nigga still streaming? He's getting arrested every fucking weekend. He's wilding. They say he sells girls on OnlyFans, all this shit. And he still got millions. I don't get it. And not even people like me, but you got people saying real shit on YouTube or there's a girl that plays hits. Guitar playing is hard, and she playing hits, 40 views. Meanwhile, you got another one that's like her tits, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the algorithm is just, and whoever created that shit, the algorithm, like what is that? Like, and I know what it is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they fed the system this weird code, and now it can't do without. You know what I'm saying? It's like the algorithm is the AI's food. What? That's fire. But y'all know AC. I remember AC. Yo, black. And that's yo, some of these folk be just like, and you know you can't even be like, yo, come on, son, you doing that on purpose, you asshole. You know what I mean? Like, yo, people be purposely trying to mush your face and shit, right? Like, yo, we know what happened, and you guys don't want to correct it. So stop, man. Literally got plantations. They literally got scenarios. They literally got the Civil War happening again. They literally, you could go to George Washington and you got actors acting like slave, like, and then they got slave quarters. They got where he, yo, crazy shit. I love one of, I remember this one joke. I was like 10 years old. They were like, they always used to be like, you in class, yo, this old lady sold the 49 states, whatever, right? The American flag. And then you find out, yo, of course she didn't. She was some old lady. You know, she had the slave and but took credit. The fuck? Mind your majority of the students were Hispanic and black. I knew that, black. How fucking awkward, right? Like how the vibe must have been crazy. Like what you like people really died, man. They created songs so they could communicate with each other. That's where our R&B and hip like rhyming and all that like niggas used to be. Yo, it's crazy. It's like a tear, man. The creator of Insta's algorithm came out and said he told them it worsened mental health. See, they fired her and used it. Now every other platform uses the same algorithm. She wrote a book on it. See, I knew it. The teacher was wild as fuck. Yeah, wild racist, a-holes, right? I don't understand it, man. And that, yo, that's wild because I already knew it was Hispanic and blacks. And to Mike's joint, see, whenever you try to put your foot out there, they will ruin you and make sure you don't get hired no more. How they do that? No other country does that. No other country fucking, I mean, a lot of countries don't let you fucking talk either, but like, you know, and I hate that I have to say think like that because I bet it really isn't like that. It's just you can't talk against the country. And in America, you could just say anything. Fuck America, man. Yo. It's like, yo, so leave. You know what I'm saying? But they love playing games, mind games, man. Population is low. Have babies. Don't have babies. Population is high. Like, yo, make up your mind, nigga. You want us to make kids or don't? And then you got it so wild expensive that fucking people are just opting out of the whole baby thing, man. And they think they're gonna solve everything with immigration and immigrants. Yeah, come over here. And yo, people are buying a two-way and getting the fuck out of here. Yo, I never seen that. I used to when I was younger, 80s, people used to come to America, Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, and fight to own a shop or right? You had all these immigrants, Irish, Italian, Puerto Rican, Dominican, African, what like just striving, finding themselves, getting to the point where yes, we made it. And what did they do in 2006 and 7 and 8? They reversed the whole shit on us. I'm telling you guys, from the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, I say until '01, yo, everything was like good for the middle class. You could find a job, you could go in. Hey, as long as you wanted to work, you were finding a job, man. That's all it was. Now it's not what you know, is who you know. Don't like it. You ever go on vacation and every worker black, shit feel wrong, yo. That's a fact. That's a fact. And then every other industry is filled with blanquitos. Hmm. And why every industry that pays well is always filled with blanquitos. Hmm. Like I be looking in the NFL, all those coordinators, all those offensive, defensive, the guy that hands the water, the flag dude, the refs, everybody, those the easy gigs, right? But then when it comes to who's going to clean the bottom of that toilet bowl is usually a Hispanic or a black dude, right? I don't get it, man. I don't like it either. And that was a weird thing, Nene, because I don't think we like. You're right. I don't think, and I'm lucky you didn't. You know what I'm saying? But as a Spanish, I might have heard speak sometimes. I might have heard, yo, your con just robs radios and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? All you do is dance, and they used to mix up Puerto Rican and Mexican. Andale, you know what I'm saying? Speedy Gonzalez, like, nah, nigga, I'm not. But I felt like growing up, man, they kept just making sure that every which way you turned, it was harder to stay with friends than to leave, because they just separate us, man. They like all this shit, man, from racism to work, even sports. Yo, and then the politics that finally came into it, people were getting divorced over if you were Republican. Like, that's when I was like, yo, we're getting too much. Like, this world isn't like, is getting nasty, man. Ooh, shout out to Mike. Moved to Bama and shit, different shit, wild different, right? Alabama, wild different. But shout out to Italy and Virginia, I think, right? But I'm so glad you didn't experience it, Nene, because it's not nice, man. It's not nice. And New York City was just, it was a weird ground where they had to stop and frisk. So me and my man Beezy just be, yo, get on the wall, nigga. Yo, what the fuck, son? Just trying to go, like, and you know how that make you feel? Fucking 13, 14. Yo, get on the wall, yo. Yo, having a man touching, going through your shit, like, and then could just, all right, yo, I thought you had, I thought you fit the description of who, nigga, a kid with a hoodie. In fact, we didn't even wear hoodies back then because it was so hot. We was just t-shirts and a bicycle. Couldn't even smoke. We are smoking a joint and niggas, yo, get the fuck down. Meanwhile, niggas are shooting heroin and sniffing coke in front of you and you ain't say shit. But marijuana, they made a big deal over herbalization. They made a big deal over that. They wanted the world, they wanted all those kids to be drinking alcohol, man. That's a fact, Mike. That's a factory, man. No repercussions at all, man. But yo, shout out everybody. I gotta go and do some laundry. I appreciate everybody rocking with the kid. Like and subscribe. I know you guys are doing that. Bye everybody. Y'all be good. Have a great day. Stay blessed, stay informed, and let's figure out some collective current events so tomorrow we could engage. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Mike, everybody, man, Nene, Christy, wife, yo, Darius, you know what I'm saying? Black T, you already, man. Everybody, yo, have a great one, man. Peace, peace, love, and respect. You know what I'm saying? And treat yourself like a temple that it is, man. Don't let this world get it to you, man. They trying to really shit up, man. I don't like it. But peace, everybody. Have a great one. Later, y'all. Peace. I'ma miss y'all. One love. Have a great one. Thanks for everything, man. I appreciate you guys for real, man. That's a fact, man. And that's the thing they don't like is a lot of things get birthed because of their stupidity. Let's just say, right? But shout out to everybody. Stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Peace, black. Peace, everybody. Have a great one. Have a great day, man. Enjoy this weather if you can, and be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't drive your car too much. Gas is out. Let me stop. But have a great one. Peace. Nene, Christy, White, Black, Darius, everybody, Warren Order, Mike, everybody have a great one. Peace.